go. Shon and I got the flow. Embroidery, sewing show. Crafting vibes, they overflow. Laser projects all around. Savvy designs that astound. Crafting cousins make the sound. Creativity profound. Let's create, let's make it real. Joy in each thread that we feel. Sunday Funday, all the thrill. Together we rise and chill. Color threads and fabric bright. In the studio full of light. Crafting projects day and night. Innovation takes its flight. Thank you for being here with us. Sharing moments, joining trust. Each design a small success. Crafting such a true blend. Create, let's make it real. Joy in each thread that we feel. Sunday Funday, all the thrill. Together we rise and chill.
Hey everybody, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining us. Miss Linda, you there?
Hello. Hey, Donzel. Hey, Miss
Donzel.
Sherry.
Hey, Miss Sherry. Welcome. So today we are going to make patches. And I think it's going to be really cool. So I actually designed these patches and it's going to be really cute. So I can't wait to show you guys. I am going to share my screen so you all can see these lovely patches. So this is what the patches will look like. And I am super excited because it shouldn't take long, but it's going to be really, really good. So we will have patches and you guys will get to see them. Hey, Picture Me Crafting, welcome in. So today we're making patches. We're going to talk about patches. We're going to talk about the different types of things that you can use to make your patches. And so these are ones where you can put on anything. You can put on a jacket. You can put it, one's a Christmas ornament. You can put it wherever you like. And then there's another one, just, because we all had these little machines, or some of us had these machines, we can also have some that celebrate our machines too. So those are the patches. Now, let us talk about the different things. So we're going to, today, by the way, Honey says hello, because I think she's speaking to everybody. Today, I'm actually using an outdoor fabric for my patches. So did you know that there are so many different types? Ms. Linda, what types do you use? One second, because I'm not sure why. Oh.
Hello, Donzel. Hello, Picture Me. So today I'm gonna use duck cloth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use twill and marine vinyl. Hey, Miss Karen.
Hey, Miss Karen. Okay, and so for me, I'm using an outdoor fabric that kind of looks like a dark denim, but it's really an outdoor covering fabric. So I don't know if you know this, but one of the things that's really good about making a patch on this type of fabric, it already has that sun guard in it. So if you were going to wear it on a fabric or something that you were going to wear as an outerwear piece of like a jacket or something like that, and it gets wet, well, this is perfect for that because while it feels like denim, it's really an outdoor fabric. It'll bead up, stuff will roll off of it. um, it's very important to understand when you're making a patch where that patch is going to go, for one, where the person is using it. So for example, I'm a motorcyclist. As a motorcyclist, there is no way I should be putting a patch on my vest or anything that I'm going to wear riding my motorcycle that has a tendency to hold water, because all that's going to do is make it heavier. So you need stuff like this type of fabric or leather. There's even some other types of, I call it pleather, but it's a different type of leather that actually has a felt backing on it. And this is really good as well for making patches. Another thing Miss Linda mentioned, twill. So tackle twill is also really good. Now you will see a lot of twill on sorority, fraternity, their jackets, things like that. They use that for a lot of the embroidery that you see for on tackle twill. So tackle twill is really good. It's very durable. Another thing is marine vinyl, and I know we talk about marine vinyl a lot on the channel, but marine vinyl is also good for patches. In addition to that, so is the pleather, and this is just regular pleather. Cork is good. You can use cork. You can also use some vinyl. Um, so that's one thing. Now I'm gonna show you this. I absolutely love this. Is a felt type material. This material is really good, especially for like your fashion patches and things like that. It's really good for that. It has like a felt backing, but this gray piece here really, really holds stitches well. And it's pretty durable. Now it's not waterproof or any of that stuff, but it's really, really good. So when you're thinking about doing a patch, you want to make sure that you understand what garment it's going to be used for, and then you understand why, or ask the customer or ask the person that you're making it for, where are you going to put this, because that also makes a difference of how you're going to adhere it to the garment, because you can use things like any type of fusible backing. There's different types of materials, like if you were going to put it on a hat, for example, you can do something that you heat it up and adhere it to the hat, or you can stitch it on. So all of that kind of stuff works. What you think, Miss Linda? You're on mute.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's go. I'm
Okay.
ready.
All right. So guys, for those of you who didn't get to see our patch, let me show it one more time. Oh, I think I closed it out. I think I did. Hold on, let me do something real quick to see if I can show it.
So I guess it doesn't matter where we putting this material, which is going where.
No, ma'am.
It's going
Well.
on my jacket, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. As long as when you're as long as when you're doing it, you are able to know, wherever you want to put it. So it depends on where you want to put it. So if you're doing it for something that you're just going to wear leisurely or something like that, then it just depends. But it doesn't really matter. And that's why I kind of use the outdoor fabric with almost everything. So that way it doesn't matter where they put it. It just,
Gotcha.
the biggest thing that matters is how they're going to adhere it and what they need to do for that. So I'm going to share the screen. So this is the patch that we're doing, or patches. So there are 3 different ones. And I did make these designs. So, but yes, these are ours. The little one in the bulb says "Life's a Stitch," and then of course you got your sew what with the sewing machine, and then you have Life's a Stitch. Oh, you know what? Sewing is my therapy is in the bulb. Sorry. And then Life's a Stitch is in the geometric shape. All right. So without further ado, we're going to start these machines because we already have our stuff set up and we are ready. So if you guys have questions, please ask. Like I've been doing patches for so long. Welcome to the live Picture Me Crafting, Miss Karen. Welcome in everybody. Welcome in to those who we haven't spoke to. So we're gonna start the machines, get them ready. We already set them up, so we're ready to rock and roll. I can't wait to see what they look like because it's gonna be cute.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
My machine is carrying my camera away.
Uh-oh.
Let's do this. I gotta see where. Uh-oh.
Look, something's going on with my bottom. Let's see what's happening. Because it did not catch it all. Oh. So guys, I was thinking about this the other day because sometimes when your thread has issues, like you see on my wall back there, I have all my thread on the I'll put a little oil in here because I was stitching earlier today. But one of the things that happens is that your thread can dry out. So when your thread starts like doing weird things, maybe shredding or something like that, if you've already changed the needle and you've already checked all the other things, I want to make sure that you all know that sometimes it could be due to the humidity in your house, because that could be a thing too. And I'm gonna tell you, one of the fastest way to get moisture back into the fiber is to stick the thread put the thread inside of the what's it called, in your freezer for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then once you take the thread out the freezer, you'll feel a difference in the thread, because what happens is it actually moistens the fibers. And there's also some silicone gels and things like that you can buy that will also moisten the fiber in the thread, because you think about it, it is fiber, it does expand, all of those type things. So it's very important. It's very important to make sure that your thread is at the perfect temperature or moisture, so that way you don't have issues with it. All right, welcome in, Mr. Darrell. How are you? I'm trying to think. Oh, so what I'm also using is, and you guys know I'm the stabilizer queen over here. So I'm also using a, what is this? It's a black fusible stabilizer is what I'm using. Now, I have not fused it to the material yet, but in the event that I was doing something like to put on a hat, if I was going to use one of those patches to put on a hat, then having this fusible stabilizer face forward to it will also help to keep the stitches in there. So there's a couple of steps that you can take to make sure that you're securing your patch as you make it, because most of the time when people have patches, they are putting it on some type of outerwear or something like that. Hey, Derica, welcome in. But yes, so this one, my stitch out says that it will take about 34 minutes, but we'll see that bulb, it'll pop out first. So has anyone else made patches? Nope, you have not. Okay. Well, let me tell you. So it depends on some machines actually have the ability. Me and Honey are gonna have a fight. She's just barking because my niece is outside, and I think she wants to go. I need to you guys can see a little bit more of it stitching out. Okay, there it is. So, um, one of the things, oh, Pitch Me Crafting has. Okay. Yes. So one of the things that you'll see is you can do your satin stitch around your wording. So for example, on these brother machines that Miss Linda and I have, you could actually make a patch from the screen. So you don't even have to do it in another software. You don't have to do it anywhere else. You could technically do it from the screen. Um, so it is, the machine that you have is very important because if you are able to, and you just need to whip out a patch really quickly, you technically could go into your screen, set it up, put the wording around it, put your satin stitch or border around it, or however you want it to look, because it has various types of borders that you can put there, and then it starts it out, and it's good to go. Miss Linda, you okay over there? What's going on? It looks like it's stitching. Yep, I see it moving.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she's doing it.
Okay. All right. So does anybody have any questions about patches? Again, there's all different types of material. This is tackle twill. Now this type of twill actually has an adhesive on it. And I was practicing because I was showing another lady that had a laser how to cut the twill out with your laser, because technically you can cut this out with your laser. You can cut this out with your scan and cut. If you have another type of cutter, you probably can cut it out with that as well. And then there is outdoor fabric. You can use that as a backing. That's what I'm using today. There's also leather, marine vinyl, pleather. You can use some pleather. You can also, it's okay, leatherette. Look, let me get it correct. It's called leatherette. You can use leatherette. And you can also use forms of fleece. You can use that too. So the biggest thing is making sure you understand where the patch is going to be used, because knowing where that is going to be makes a difference, because you don't want the fabric to soak up water in the event somebody's putting it on a motorcycle vest, for example. Yeah. Oh, faux leather. Yes, Mr. Darrell. Faux leather, leatherette. That's what they call it at the JP Plus and a lot of the other places. They call it a leatherette. But yes, faux leather. Even a faux suede, the suede works too, because that's a durable material as well. So it works pretty good. Yep, hat patches. Now, let me tell you, there are some really cool patches you can make. I mean, you can make them with anything. You can make them, put your logo on a patch. You can, I mean, anything you want on a patch, literally, you can make it and put it on a patch. Now, I used Embroidery to create these, but I really could have used my machine and just put them on there, and it would have been just fine. So, questions. All right, Miss Linda. So, you also have been sewing over the week. Today, let me tell y'all, today, I spent most of the day at the laser today. I did do a little bit of sewing earlier. I was going to work on the CNC. I didn't have time. I was on the laser for at least 6 hours today. I have a ton of things cut out. Nothing's put together, but a ton of things cut out. So I'm excited about that. I'll probably work on that tonight and tomorrow. Um, but yes, Miss Linda, you've been sewing last week. So you make anything good you want to show?
No English.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. Y'all hear her to my show speaking no English. Nobody believes that because we know better.
I'm gonna have to slow her down.
Oh, you gonna slow it down a little bit?
Yeah, she's going to. And this don't look right. Yeah. What's the middle of that ball supposed to say? Miss Shon, what the middle of your bulb say? The black part.
Oh, sewing is my therapy.
Is mine. That's why it's messed up. Okay. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna tell you what, it's so funny. I should have hey Miss Jennifer, happy Sunday. What I should have done was change that color because with it being on black fabric, now it's black on black. So I probably should have changed the color inside of the bow. Because I can see it, but yeah, the is black on black. But it's okay. I'll know for the next time I want to stitch it out. I should make it like silver to match the bow or something. So, what's everybody working on? Anybody have any big goals since nobody has patch questions? And Miss Linda can't speak English over there, although we just heard her speaking English. What's it doing, Miss Linda?
I'm laughing at you.
Oh.
Okay, so you said numbers. Okay.
So I don't know if you guys recall, but in April, when I came back from my trip to India, when I came back from my trip from India, that I had done all of the research and I did a lot of exploring about embroidery because a lot of embroidery was started over in India. I just attempted my first adult bib. Oh, look at you. All right, Miss Jennifer, how'd it come out? So, one of the things that I did while I was there was look at how they were doing 3D embroidery. Hey, Miss Natasha, welcome in. And with that 3D, oh, that's good, Miss Jennifer. Congratulations. So with 3D type embroidery, they have been doing that since the early 1800s. And so the gentleman that had done all of that embroidery, and if you have not seen that, you should check out. I did a YouTube. It's a quick YouTube thing on my trip to India. It's on the channel, so please check it out. But when I tell you the embroidery was amazing, and embroidery is everywhere in India. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. They have it hanging on the walls. It's on all the pillows. Like embroidery is such a thing in India, and it is beautiful. So I got so inspired by the gentleman that did this picture of 3D embroidery with a picture of Christ and some sheep, and how well that embroidery looked. Now, granted, he hand stitched all of that. We're not about that life because we're machinists. So one of the things that I did was I took one of my portraits from India, and I digitized it, and I actually finished it finally. So I'm going to show you guys what it came out to look like, since Miss Linda no habla español. So this is the finished product. If you see in the background here, hold on, let me see. I'm going to change it for a second. Then I'll come back to the machines. Give me 1 second. So if you see here, kind of hard to see it, but I have the Taj Mahal in the background, and this is a picture that I actually took while I was there. Let's see. But I got inspired by that, and so I'm gonna put this in a quilt. It looks, I mean, it looks better in person. I don't know how it came across on the show, on the this, but I don't know if you can see the 3D in there, but I tried to mimic it. But yeah, so I enjoyed it. It turned out really nice. And so I'm going to put it in the quilt, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Hopefully I'll have it done before Christmas. All right, Miss Linda, what's going on over there? If you're talking to us, we can't hear you. We just see you moving.
I had to turn her down to about 500 because she going a mile a minute.
Well, she should be moving fast. What's happening? What's wrong with it?
Yeah, but it's not. It's not stitching right. To me.
Okay. So what's happening? So what do you see?
Like is mine is not. I can't really tell that's is mine.
Now, is that because it's black on black? Are you using black fabric?
No, I'm using gray marine vinyl.
This is an alignment. Turn off the water.
That's my water for my pool.
Oh. See,
I told you.
It's coming out real nice, but you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, mine actually came out where it's black on black, so it looked a little weird, but I mean it's okay.
Miss Shon, did you turn the water off?
No, I'm sitting here on live. I'll text the child and tell her to go turn it off.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So guys, what are you all working on tonight? What's going on? Anybody doing anything fun? I saw Miss Sherry said she was cooking dinner. Miss Sherry, you cooking dinner? Miss Jennifer finished her first adult bib. I love that. That's so cool. Oh, is it moving on to the third one? Let's see. Oh no, it didn't finish. It's just gonna start this. So, you know, hindsight is 2020. All the stuff that I had in black, I should have had in another color. But it's all good though. Technically, I could change the colors, but I won't. I'll leave it as is. Oh, working on party favors. Oh, your granddaughter's party. You cleaning the kitchen. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. I have, look, I was cutting ornaments today because I'm trying to get ready for a couple of different I've been asked to do some vending shows, which I really don't like. I'm just kicking back and watching y'all from Providence Forge, Virginia. Well, thank you, Miss Ann. Appreciate you in kicking back and watching us. We do appreciate it. So I made a couple. This one I got from that mom with a laser. And I'm actually thinking, well, I changed it a little bit, but it says, there's no place like home for the holidays. And I put like Louisiana in the middle and a little picture of the state. So I like that one. And then I did this one. It actually has Texas in the middle and a little state of Texas. And of course I had to do the 504. So I did 504 and a fleur-de-lis. But yeah, so I've been working on some ornaments. I have some more. Like I don't know. I cut a lot of stuff today. And so I will, once I get them put together, I'll be able to show you guys. What else did I do this week? I did a lot of organizing. Like I want to be able to engrave things on the spot. So I did a lot of organizing of my different things, so that way I can have it. And then also, I'm trying to think. There was something else I did. One thing I need to do is finish getting all of my embroidered stuff done. But it's so hard to do that. I try to do it in the middle, in between things, and it doesn't happen some days because I have a lot of shirts and things I need to do for myself so that I can have them as examples and samples of different types of embroidery. Because wherever I go, I like to showcase my embroidery. So that way, anyone who can see, if you see me and you see my business, like on my jackets and things like that, I make a lot of those things. Oh, you made some charcuterie boards. Congratulations, Fishery Crafted. Oh my God, I bet they're pretty. You'll have to post a picture in the group. Charcuterie boards are all the rage, and I probably should cut a couple of them just to have to take to these vending shows. But the way I like to do that, I'm not cutting any more than 2 or 3 at the most. But I do have, oh my gosh, let me tell you guys what I'm going to try to do tomorrow, because I'm going to be, I'm going with a friend to her surgery. So I want to work on learning how to do this. Oh gosh, I just thought, it's a Japanese stitching type. And I'm going to play with that tomorrow while I sit and wait, like as if I don't have a whole lot of other stuff I could be doing. I'm gonna try to do something zen. And stitching, sewing, to me, any type of sewing is kind of zen. I have a question for you guys. Do you guys listen to any of the podcasts? Does anybody listen to podcasts? Because there's like tons of them out there. And I was wondering if anybody else listens to, like, one of my favorites is Stitch Please. And so just wondering if you guys listen to podcasts. All right, Miss Linda, where you at over there? I was about to say, why does it look like you stuffing a pillow? But that's like a water bottle or something, I think.
Yes, ma'am. I'm I don't know. I think I got to move it over here.
So what's happening with it?
I'm on the other one. I'm on the machine, the sewing machine now. Let me see what happened.
Okay. Oh, my brother listens to podcasts. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. I listen to them sometimes. So the one that I listen to the most is probably Stitch Please, and it's by this lady, Miss Lisa. The other one is a quilting one that I listen to, and they're really good. Let me go to my podcast. I'll tell you guys because I'm a podcast girl. I do listen to podcasts. And because I'm on an Apple phone, I listen through Podbean. And so let me tell you guys what I listen to. So I listen to Stitch Please. And the other one is, you know what? Hold on. There's two pod things on my, oh, you know what? I listen to podcasts. So I just started listening to, it's called Sit and Sew Radio. These two ladies are talking about different things in sewing. But the reason why I thought about podcasts was because Lisa just did a podcast on travel sewing. And if you're traveling and you're sewing, what you should have. And one of the things I thought was really, really good advice. She said to make sure, she said, if you plan for under the seat travel with your machine and all of that and your case and everything, so that you're carrying it on, then your machine and everything else will fit everywhere else, because the airlines have the most strictest rules and the smallest space. So I thought that was really cool to look at the fact that, if you were traveling on a plane and you wanted to take your machine and some of your things, she actually had some really good tips. And one of the things that she was talking about, Miss Linda made a little while ago, it's one of those, it's like almost like a bib for your sewing machine. Miss Linda, do you remember what it's called?
No. All I know, you rest your sewing machine on it, and it got pockets.
So it's like a sewing machine.
Ain't the best, but
that is nice though. And so one of the things she was saying about one of those, you can put all your tools in there and just roll it up.
Roll it and roll it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and put it underneath the arm of the sewing machine that you're carrying, and then that will go inside the case. So that way everything fits in there. I thought that was a really good tip. And so yeah, it was a really good tip. But yeah, sometimes when I'm in transit, I'll listen to podcasts, or I will also listen to YouTube as well, Miss Ann. Sometimes I'm on YouTube and driving home from the office or something like that. So, but yeah. So for next month, I'm planning to try to go live more often, because one of my goals for this year was to try to get to at least 500 subscribers this year. So one of the things I'm going to do is, we can make just about anything. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Look, really, we could. One of the things that I am planning to make, Miss Ann, is I'm going to make some stencils and take them to some of my local vendors and see if they can use them in their shops, because I have lasers and I can make pretty much any stencil. Like if people are looking for Christmas trees or trucks, all that stuff that you could actually use to trace and add applique and sew around and all of those things, I can make all of those things with my laser. So I'm planning to cut a couple things out and share, or actually see if my local sewing store would like some custom ones, maybe with their logo on it, engraved in it, or something like that. So I'm gonna work on that. Yes, I'm planning to do that. Yeah, and pumpkins, because right about now, fall is about to hit, so pumpkins are really, really a good thing. Miss Linda, like she's using several different types of things with her patches. She's using different types of material. I'm lazy. I'm just using the one fabric, and I just showed you guys the other ones. Miss Linda over there, she's so creative. But you guys see the patches, they're rolling on. Coaches love stencils too. Yes, yes, and long armors. You are absolutely correct. And that's what I was thinking, just to make some unique ones, you know, that way people can have for doing all kinds of things. So now, again, one of the things I was mentioning earlier on in the live was that with the brother machines, these two that Miss Linda and I have, the 6 needle and the 10 needle, in order to make a patch, you don't necessarily have to go outside of okay, I'll tell you in a minute. So we don't have to go outside of our machine. We actually can do patches from our machine. There is a patch and an applique actually option within the actual machines that we have. So we could actually make our patches right on screen using the different fonts and things like that. And we just got a new font where we could do 3D with Embroidery. So have you tried using 4 mil plastic for making patches? No, I don't think I know what 4 mil plastic is. Is that let me see. Unless I don't know. Let me see. 4 mil plastic. I have not. I don't think so. I'm wondering. My phone isn't working so well right now. I'm trying to figure out why is it so slow. It's trying to look it up. So, but I've not heard of 4 mil plastic, but I will check that out because that sounds really interesting. Picture me crafting. So, Miss Latasha, what I was saying was I'm gonna plan to go live more often when I'm working, because Miss Linda will tell you I'm working over here all the time. And one of the things that if I want to meet my goal for going live, or for having more people join the live, one of the things that I've been looking at was having my lives come from the mobile device for one. They said your format is very important, so I won't be necessarily streaming on here like I am right now, but using my phone because they're promoting a lot of mobile content and small creators. So my plan is just to go live more often as I'm doing things here. Oh, HDX plastic. No, I haven't used that. I'm assuming it's thin. So how does that stitch out? Picture me crafting. Does it because I would think certain plastics, not all, but I would think certain plastics would have an issue, with the puncturing. Have you seen any issues with it? Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. I remember seeing that. Yeah, I know it's a high density plastic. Um, so it's the HDX clear plastic, Miss Ann. I remember people talking about it and saying that they were using that to stitch on it. I mean, it can't hurt. I've never used it. Before I use it, I'm gonna tell you what I have to do. So I'm really special when it comes to my embroidery because I charge a lot. So one of the things that I make sure of is that I test it. And so what I mean when I test it, honey, it's gonna take a month or two before anybody gets anything that is out of the ordinary in my shop. So like I would actually have to stitch it, wash it a zillion times, look at what happens when it gets hit by heat. Somebody accidentally put it in the dry cleaners. I need to know what's going to happen over multiple types of things before I would use it in my embroidery for people. Hey, it's done. Yeah, I did notice a lot of people come on my live when I went live with my son's boxing match straight from. Yep. So yeah, so one of the gentlemen that I watched, there's actually something called content content con or something like that that's happening in Dallas next week, and this guy that I follow is a really smart guy. Like I've been watching this dude for years, like years. And before I was even on YouTube, he has over 625,000 people following him. But he always gives great content tips and all of that. And he's gonna be here this week, I believe, in Dallas. I don't know what's wrong with this little dog. Yeah. She is just going off. Oh, I forgot to tell the girl to turn the water off. Let me tell this child to turn the water off. And then I will go and get our patches because they're done. But yeah, so they said that if you are using your mobile device, they are promoting smaller YouTubers or people who are on here more, making sure that they have content, engagement, and things like that. So it's I think it's gonna help. And I'm like I said, I have a goal to try to have at least 500 by the end of the year, but I'd like to have 1,000. So yeah. Let me tell the young lady to turn the water off. Because it's so hot here. I feel like I'm refilling my pool every other day.
Miss Ann, I'm using marine vinyl, duck cloth, and twill.
Okay, and I just used an outdoor fabric. So I use that one that has the sunshade stuff and all of that. Now, hindsight is 2020. I do think I should have, because like this black here, you can't see that, but you can see the outline. And then the black here, it's hard to see that. And then this is what Miss Linda was having an issue with, where you cannot see sewing is my therapy. So this would be one of those ones that, because this is technically my first stitch out of this, I would redo it because I learned something. And the thing that I learned on this one was to change the color, because that black on black, unless I wanted a black everything patch, yeah, I probably should have changed the color. And so changing the color would be really good. Oh, you said it's hard to see the comments going through. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm going to change it back. All right. There we go. Okay. What Miss Latasha say? I look forward to it depending on the time. Yeah, and so that's the other thing. So I asked him if he thought it would be better. I asked him if he thought if it would be better if I did like at a certain time every day, and he said no. It literally you just need to make sure that you do it, and that you oh, okay. I got you. Okay, so it's hard to read the comments when you're on your phone. Gotcha. But he also said that iPads work. It's any mobile device. So your iPad, your cell phone, things like that. So I may do it from my iPad and just make sure that, especially in this space, because in this space alone, I have 2 lasers, 2 of the embroidery machines here. I got my handheld CNC right here in front of me, which I need to do some work. I have an order for these huge crosses that I got to get done. And so like, guys, I'm like that chick that does all the things, because like I like wood, I like acrylic, doing all the stuff. And I love to sew. So, I love to sew. Miss Linda, what's going on over there? We can't hear you, honey.
Oh, I'm getting there. Okay, so the first patch was the Christmas ornament. My second patch was so what. It didn't do the so what, and it's there, and it didn't do the box around it. And it's working on the third one right now.
Oh, so now you know what? Mine actually came back to the box around the machine towards
Okay.
the end for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So mine, yeah, it came back.
you beat me,
So
so let me go and put you back on speed back up.
Huh?
Your patches is done, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm cutting them out.
Yeah. Mine, I slowed it down. I forgot to turn it back up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm cutting them out now. And guys, one of the things that's really good to understand is when you cut them out, now sometimes they feel a little thin. Now, when they start feeling like they're too thin, one of the things that I may do is I may double up on them. But one of the things you have to realize is you also haven't put the adhesive on the back. So it really is kind of thin right now. But once I put the adhesive on the back, because this may be this may be a hat patch. I can easily see this being a hat patch. And this one says Life's a Stitch. But hindsight is 2020. I would not have all these black stitches in here because I want you to see the words. Like I would change that. Yeah, I would definitely change that. And so the other thing that I wanted you all to see was that you can change the shape. Like you can make whatever shape that you like. I mean, whether it's square, whether it is a hexagon, an octagon, whatever you want. And then one of the other things that I do, you can either take a hot knife or you can take a what's it called? A lighter and go around those edges to make sure you seal it. You can also use some fray check to make sure that your satin stitch that goes around that border does not fray. But if you hit it with the lighter or be careful with that hot knife because you can go into it. I mean, when it's really hot, if you know, those hot knives, some of them don't have temperatures. If you have the one that just has one temperature, which is always hot, you got to be very careful because you can get into your stitches and mess up your patch. So don't do that. Be careful with that. You have to be careful. Here come y'all little barking friend. Now she's under my feet. So here's the other one. And you see, you can't really see inside of there. And it says, so what? Because I changed my thread to be black. But, you know, this is why we do this. We learn about it. Now, I would like Miss when you get 1,000 subscribers, you can't answer everyone. That's true. But I'm gonna tell you, I actually try my best to do that. Like it's one of those things. Because I am very good with time management. So it would be one of those things where Sunday morning or Saturday morning, I would slot time to go respond. And so that's one of those things that I like doing. Okay, so picture me crafting. Make sure you let us know how it goes when you do use the plastic, because I would be very interested to understand how it worked. Because, you know, even with sewing and when we're using like some of the vinyls and some of it becomes a thing because the puncturing of the holes in that plastic, I would be interested to know how it looks once you finish, like once all of that's done.
Miss Shon,
Yes,
is that
ma'am.
like that notebook
Yes,
plastic?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It
Okay.
may be a little bit lighter. I think it's more like the plastic we were using on those pouches I was making. Yeah, I
Like
think
this?
it's more like that.
Miss
And they're
Shon.
they're making patches on them,
With this stuff?
ma'am. With something like that. I don't know that it's that thick. So guys, tell them what you got, what you showing them.
Oh, this notebook.
So Miss Linda
I'm
embroidered on a
familiar with it.
notebook. I told
It's
y'all
the
she been over
plastic
there
one.
doing stuff.
Snitch.
I told y'all she been doing stuff. Like no speaker, no English. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She over there. Let me try it. I'm gonna try it. Wanna try it? Here we go. That's what
Yeah,
Miss
I
Linda
saw a
did.
lady do it, and I said I'm gonna try that,
Mm-hmm.
and Ashley came out nice.
Mm-hmm. It does look pretty. Show the people again for the people in the back who was not paying attention.
He's so
Cause
silly.
you just whipped that on up there. Like
To my
ta-da!
niece, a blessing. That's her name.
That is so cute. I love her name too.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. This out the way.
Yes. So yeah, y'all. She been over there doing stuff. She been so in. And I'm gonna tell y'all, let me tell you. I look the stuff I made today. I cannot wait to put it together. I'm gonna post pictures because some of it just looks amazing.
All right, let us see. Let us see.
I know. I can't wait. I got to put it together right now. It just looks like a bunch of stuff in Ziploc bags. All right, I'm cutting out my little thing. Now I'm gonna tell you guys. I actually think I'm going to put these on a blue jean jacket. I'll probably stitch on there. Sometimes we have oopsies, and I'll put this under the oopsies, and then I'll put the corrected ones. But this is the other one. Miss Ann says she pulled some packing on a box. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's a really good idea. But yeah, these came out good. And let me tell y'all. So, do you see how dark this fabric is? This is the one thing that I love about that outdoor fabric. The colors in the outdoor fabric are amazing. Like I did a blue one time. It was so blue. Like
Miss Shon, your
very
decoration on
nice.
the inside was black.
It was. Yes, ma'am. That's
Oh,
why I said
bad
I need
girl,
to
bad
change
girl.
it. Yeah, I know. Yes, ma'am. It was black. But the one thing I always say, I need my back to look as good as my front. Even though you're not going to see this back because it's definitely going to be on something, but it still looks nice. And here's the front. So same for all of them. I feel. I mean, I'm okay with this. Like my little digitizing wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. All right. Again, guys, thank you so much for being here with us on Sunday. Our Sunday Fundays. I really, really enjoy this and looking forward to it. It's so funny because some of my friends be like, hey, you want to go? Nope. 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 I got a Sunday standing appointment on Sundays. Sorry, Charlie. We can go afterwards or before. Got to be a long time before because I have to get together. But it cannot be on my Sunday Funday. So now, I think the good thing is, Derica, when the Saints play your cow people, it's gonna be at noon, so we'll have enough time. We'll have enough time to talk junk. Okay, Miss Linda put us on mute over there. Y'all see that? What's she doing now?
It's doing the box.
Oh, okay.
Box at the end. I didn't understand that one, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna pray for it.
Yes, ma'am. What else? There was something else I was going to tell you all. Let me see. What else did I do this week? Besides try to set my house on fire with one of the lasers. That was a catastrophe. We're funny. I know, Dunzel. We be trying. Oh, I will be in the mood because we're not gonna lose. I'll be the same way. I said my friends are coming over to hang out me on Thursdays, right? Like, no, it's no. Oh, here's y'all favorite little person, little doggy person. She's like, let me see the people. You want to see the people? You're gonna say hello to Miss Linda. Say hello, Miss Linda. Miss Linda hiding from you, honey. She's not there.
Hey, girl. I need to talk to you about this.
Look, Miss Ann says she got to watch her 49ers. So here's the little honey. We got to take her to training. Say, it's time for me to go to training. Say, I'm a big
Hey,
girl
girl.
now. So I got to go
Hey,
to training.
girl.
Say, hey, Miss Linda. Hey, everybody. She likes to give me 5. Let's see. You going to give me 5, honey?
She said, is
She
it a
said,
treat involved?
right. She like, we're not doing this today. I'm here for my audience.
So let me ask you, did you use tearaway or cutaway?
I actually use cutaway, and I used a fusible cutaway because I will be, once I put uh-oh. Oh Lord, hold on. I got music playing in my ear. Can you still hear me, Miss Linda? Can you all still hear me? Uh-oh. I hope I'm not on mute. Okay. Okay, thank you. So, oh, I forgot. I lost the question. Hey, Blue Emerald. Hey, Miss Sandra. How you doing? Welcome in. Tonight we were making patches. Miss Linda is. Are you done? Are they done? They're still sewing, Miss Linda. So we made 3 different patches. One was a little Christmas bulb that says "Stitching is my therapy." Um, a square one that says "So what?" And then this little one that says "Life's a stitch." But yes. And we had one doggy sighting, little honey, who's got to go to training. Say, I got to go to training, peeps. It's time for me to learn some things. Hey, Miss Sandra. Yeah, so how's it looking, Miss Linda?
It's on the what part right now?
Okay. I'm not sure what's causing our feedback. I wonder if it was when this music started, came on in my ear. So, does anybody have any big plans? No, that's not Miss Linda Gray. That is Miss Linda from Crafting Cousins. But you know what? Miss Linda Gray is normally in the chat. I don't know that I saw her tonight. She might be out and about with friends. Now, I have to say, guys, I am planning to go on a retreat, a quilting retreat with I'm a member of 2 different guilds, and so I'm going with one of the guilds on the quilting retreat. So I'm excited about that. This will be my first retreat ever. From a quilting perspective, I am 100% looking forward to sewing for an entire weekend. Like, that is amazing. Like, who does that? Now, I have never done that, but I would love to. So I'm planning to do it. I'm taking the time off, closing the shop, going to get it done. Try to make sure all my orders are out because it's the same week as Labor Day. So I'm going to make sure I get it done. Hey, Miss Linda. Oh
Hey,
no, I
girl.
hope you feel better.
Guess you want me to cut these out real quick, right? So guess what? We ain't gonna make
You
no.
want to turn them around so we can see?
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Oh, and you have to tell us, what did you use? Because you use different types of material for each of yours.
Okay, this one is twill.
Okay.
This one is marine vinyl.
Okay.
See how I tell you I didn't like the way it's stitched out?
Yes, ma'am.
And this one is canvas.
Okay.
If I
Okay.
can y'all see that? Yep.
Barely, but I know what you're saying.
Trying to get this. That's heat. I gotta put the heat on there to get that off. Trying to cut them out real quick.
Okay.
Came out pretty good, but except for the Christmas ball.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah,
It looks nice though.
yeah, I have that heat. Because the in the canvas, you might want to use solvy because it looked like it was getting buried in the fibers.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I know what you're talking about. Because the canvas now is it more on the fluffy side? So,
No, I mean, you would think this is what you use on your porch furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
um, this is duck cloth, is what it is. I mean, but you would think that it's your outdoor stuff. This is
Oh yeah.
twill. I have to say, this came out really nice.
Yeah, twill patches are really good because like I said, that's a lot what they use on um Greek jackets. A lot of tackle twill is used on that stuff.
And then the marine vinyl, like I said, it came out nice.
Hmm.
I just didn't like the is my part. Um, Trying to trim it up a little bit so you can see. But yeah, this was pretty cool. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hmm. Now, I think the is my because on mine I can actually see it, but it is really black on black. So I do want to restitch this in different colors so you can
Hey,
kind
Miss
of
Linda,
see.
thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
she's not feeling good.
oh, really?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So I think you have to be um with this uh marine vinyl.
hmm.
Um, it started bowing like as you can see my finger going down in like digging a hole or something.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Out of the three, um, I really like the canvas and the twill.
The twill. Okay. Can you want to show us again because I made you bigger so everybody can see it.
Yes, ma'am. So here's the twill.
Oh, that is nice.
Um, Durable, sturdy, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the marine vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I got to put the heat on here, but here's the canvas.
Okay.
I have to tell you, I really like this canvas.
Okay. It feels
Yeah, I see
good.
she's bad. A lot of stitches in the back. I'll clean that up. But yeah, this came out. I like that canvas. I really like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, it's one of those things like as you use it, it makes a difference to understand what the fabric is going to feel like and what the patch will feel like. Because one of the things that we're so used to getting are those really, really stiff patches, right? So if they come from China or something like that, they're really, really stiff. And a lot of times what has happened is they sprayed them with something that makes it stiff. So they put a stiffener in it to make it stiff. And then this is why you have to understand what it's going to go on because if that gets wet, it could very much fall apart. So you have to be careful and understand what you're going to use it for. Um so yep, yep. All right. I think they came out really good.
Yes, they did.
And again, twill is one of those things that and um the marine vinyl. So you said twill and the canvas were the two you like the best.
Yes, ma'am. When I make some more patches probably tonight, it
Mm-hmm.
won't be marine vinyl. Um, no, I would use twill or the canvas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, and that's what I use. I use the canvas. I really like my canvas. And again, like I said, twill works really well. Um, it works really well, and it's
Yes,
it's
not
durable.
bulky. And then you think about once you put your sticky on the back,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Shon is durable, it's light, it's not heavy. I like
Mm-hmm.
this. This is going on my jacket.
Yep. And see, that'll look really good because of the fact that once you decide whatever adhesive you put on there, whether you use now, guys, in the sewing world, you all may not have heard of this, but there is a company that is called Lone Star Adhesives.
Yes,
Those guys have some adhesive
yes,
that it is going nowhere when you can't make no mistakes, by the way.
yeah.
But when you put that on the back of something,
It ain't coming
it's
off.
staying. It ain't coming off.
Yeah, I had to try it a while ago, and yeah, I won't buy no adhesive from nobody else but them.
Yeah, it's called Lone Star Adhesive. And when I tell you, if you're putting that on a hat, if you're putting it on a garment and you heat that stuff up the way they say to heat it, put it
Hmm.
on there, it's going nowhere. It's going nowhere.
Yeah, once you
Um,
place it down, that's it.
yes. And I love what's the one we used to use before? Like heat and stay or heat and something.
Hmm.
Heat and bond ultra, heat and bond like now that does really good too, don't get me wrong. But after a while I can pull that stuff. Baby, let me tell you.
Yeah, you won't. If you miss and
You
put something down, you just say okay, forget it.
yeah, might as well have it crooked or whatever. That's just how it is. That's the placement for that now because let me tell you,
Yeah,
you're
because it
gonna
ain't
have to
coming
cut the
off.
garment to get that off of there.
That's the video I saw, Miss Shawn, where he actually tore that hat up, just trying to
Hmm.
get it off. But I really liked it. It was really nice. I said, okay, let me buy some of this and try this. And they was right.
Hmm.
It's not
All right,
coming off.
guys.
So if that's not where you want that patch on that jacket, you can forget it because that's where it's going.
Right, right. All right. So if you haven't already, on your way out the door, make sure you hit the thumbs up, share this with your friends.
Thank you all. Hmm.
We appreciate you all for joining us. Again, this was fun. I had fun yesterday because yesterday is when I designed them. I was like, okay, Miss Linda, what we gonna do? So literally, we talk about what we're gonna do like the day before, and I was literally designing.
Miss Shawn, I love that heat away solving. I love it. Put a little heat, it's
Yes.
gone. This is
Uh huh.
nice. Hmm.
Yes. Let me tell you guys,
This is
if you
nice.
haven't tried Heat Away,
Hmm.
which is a stabilizer that all you do is iron it and it beads up and rolls off, you should try it. You should try it. Let me tell you, it is so
Yeah.
much better than wetting your customers' garments to do the wash away thing. Unless you're making, excuse me, unless you're doing some type of lace. Um, yeah, I would definitely use. I use Heat Away 90% of the time, unless I'm making lace.
Because when you turned me on to that company,
Mm-hmm.
I bought a small one, and then I
Mm-hmm.
realized I was like, oh my god, this is the bomb. Um, and then I mean, I really love it. Then they had a sale. I got three
Oh
of
my.
these, less than $40, all heat away. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm good.
Well, especially when we get ready to start doing these towels for Christmas, right? So, like, dude, my
Yes.
plan is to do these towels for Christmas, especially my little tea towels and some of these towels with fluff. And who knows, somebody might want a robe or something because
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to release my Christmas collegiate wear for the adults. So when I get ready to do that, it's going to have all those things in it. And I can't wait. So that way they can see it. Hey,
Yeah.
Miss Joy, welcome in.
Hello. Yeah, it's really good on towels. I love it. Every time I see that what is that? All Stitch got a sale, I go right over there and buy me another roll.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Yes,
is good and
yes.
it doesn't leave a residue. It doesn't do all that right off, no problem. As you can see, it's not slimy, it's not sticky, it's nothing. I really like
Mm-hmm.
that candy. Next time I see some more duck, is what is dog? Duck cloth. Next time I
Mm-hmm.
see some more of that in the remnants or anywhere, I'm gonna get some more.
Yes, ma'am, Darika. If you don't have any heat away, you should get you a little heat away. They have smaller rolls, like I said, like Miss Linda said, she bought a smaller roll so
Yeah,
she could try it. Honey,
I did.
all you gotta do is try
Here
it.
you go. Miss Shon had me order this. This the little roll I first ordered. It's resting in peace right now, but this is the little, this is the little bit I ordered, and I was like, okay, because I don't like that wet in it, and to me, it
Yeah,
makes your garment looks a different way. It looked new here, and looked like somebody used it over here. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. Oh,
well, you got your
congratulations,
Maggie,
Miss Joy.
girl. Yeah, join the
Congratulations.
club. We're gonna make a Maggie club, girl. Yeah, I love
Yes.
them. I love them.
All right. Well, all right, guys. We appreciate you all for joining us, hanging out with us today on Sunday Funday. It has been really good. I think I don't know what we're gonna do yet for next Sunday, but we'll find something really cool to do. Actually, next Sunday we might be sewing because I'm gonna just tell y'all why. Because I've been doing all the things I haven't been able to sew. I have 2 bags I need to put together, 2 of them, and we can look at those bags and also
You
some
having
other
sewing
little projects.
withdrawals?
I am.
Me too. That's why I went to sewing yesterday. You're right. Me too. Having
Mm-hmm.
sewing withdrawals.
Yeah.
Okay, let me show y'all. I did a pouch for my drink cup yesterday. I'm just trying to play around.
Is that
Um,
cork? Is that
that
cork?
is cork, sweet pea cork. My girl
Okay.
sent me a couple of rolls of sweet pea pork. Pork. Oh my god, sweet peas cork. That is some good stuff to work with. Really easy, not not hard to work with. Um, I stitched on it too, no problem. I had to put some, but yeah. The next time I need to go bigger, the words wider. But yeah, no problem at all. It's really, I like it. It was really good.
You want to show them again because you were kind of like moving. So is it like okay? So it has a zipper.
Yes, it has a zipper, um, and it has the bands that you can put it around your tumbler.
Oh, it's elastic. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's a band to put around your tumbler. Yes, that was pretty neat. I'm gonna make
That's
one
nice.
the color of my tumbler. But
Okay.
I take this girl everywhere I go. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
That's really cool.
yeah.
I have a couple orders for tumblers. I do the full wrap tumbler
Yes.
and get
Mm-hmm.
my tiger on there. Um, but yeah, I like that pouch. That's cute. Um, that is really cute.
You might want to go out with your friends, don't want to take your credit card, cash, or whatever. Like me, I don't put my tumbler down, so it won't
Hmm.
bother me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that came out really
Yeah, this
good.
was fun. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Well, all right, guys. Again, thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate it. And if you can, hit the like button, please. And Share it with somebody. Um, Stella says she like it. Donzel says he loves it.
Thank
Miss
you.
Linda.
Thank you, Donzel, Stella, Miss Joy, Miss Drika, Picture Me. Thank you all. Watch out. I don't know.
Before you go, show me what you made. Oh, okay. We made patches, Miss Joy. We made patches today, and
Oh,
I
Miss
knocked
Joy,
mine
I'm
down.
sorry.
Hold on.
I happened to lost one, y'all.
I just lost one too. I
Oh,
dropped mine. I
yeah.
don't even know
I
where it
didn't trim him up too good. I didn't trim him up too good yet, but that's one of them.
is.
And that's another one. I don't know how to do this.
But I don't know where my third one went.
That's twill. That's on twill. Excuse me. This is marine vinyl. And this one is duck cloth. I like the marine vinyl and duck cloth. And I think yeah, you probably done dropped it on the floor like I did. I'm just
Hmm.
gonna go back and I'm gonna run them again, all on duck cloth. Yeah, I love that black Miss Shon. Gosh.
I
Mm.
mean, it's so pretty. Like that material, I can see myself making me something with this black. This black is gorgeous. See how
Hmm.
dark it is? I mean, it is dark, but it's an outdoor patio type thing. And so I don't, you know what I'm missing? Life's a Stitch. I don't know where it's at,
Oh,
but
that's
here's
Miss Shon, Miss Joy.
my sewer. Oh, I designed them. I made them yesterday, Miss Joy, sitting on the sofa.
She said sitting on the sofa.
I was sitting on the sofa
Yeah, so
watching
I like that.
something.
That is pretty neat. I'm gonna run them all again on the I just don't like to change the color in the software,
Hmm.
but yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Um, because Life's a Stitch, I just push anything. And I noticed at the top, if you look at the top of it, the top of the tinsel, one of them is green, and I'm like, well, how did that happen? Who did that? Thank you, Stella.
Oh, thank you
So yeah,
all.
they
She
came
says,
out pretty neat, child. I got to make some for my
no
my
problem.
my my sidewinders vest.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So Miss Joy, I used Embrilliance. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm one of those people that have a lot of the things. So I have Embrilliance and I also have So What Pro. So What Pro works good too, but I did this in Embrilliance because I was working on some different motifs. I wanna so for Christmas, I do a lot of I do towels. And so I was working on making a Grambling State University motif, which I did successfully, but I got to get it approved so that I can use it on my Christmas towels for people who went to Grambling. I'm super excited about it because I know it's going to be cute and I know they're going to like it because it's got Grambling in the back of your motif. And I want to be able to put people's initial inside of it on their towels, but it'll say Grambling or Gram Fam in the background.
Okay, girl.
So I was working on a motif. I know about three of us in the community that just recently purchased Embrilliance, and none of us
Oh,
know how to work it. Oh, I do. Yep, I can do that. I can actually we can talk, we can do like maybe that's one of the things I can do on my lives because before you came, Miss Joy, I was talking about the fact that I needed to do some lives more often and I was going to go live working, but I could be intentional and we could actually do some embrilliance work. Yeah, and I learned how to use Embrilliance from Lisa, and I love Lisa. She is, I can't think of her last name now, but she's the lady who does a lot of Embrilliance stuff. And so Shaw, Lisa Shaw. So yes, but yes. The other thing I showed them was my little quilt. And I know, like, the lips on this thing look a little weird.
I ain't got time for you today. I ain't got time. I ain't got time.
But Miss Joy, I was showing them. So I went on a trip earlier this year to India, and they do lots of embroidery. So I was showing them I embroidered the Taj Mahal. This is a photo. I actually have the real photo. Miss Linda, don't be laughing at them lips, but this is
Girl, I've not
real.
got nothing to say, man. Mm-mm.
But I mean, when I was using, look, let me tell y'all what had happened was.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
remember, I told y'all that my rotary
It
broke. So
stopped. Mm-hmm.
I was trying to line this back up because I hadn't done the head and the arm. So this is what happened. I'm gonna restitch it one day, but it's 100,000 stitches in here. So that's a lot of stitches.
Girl, that be one that won't get restitched. I'm sorry.
I really so but you know what? You know what I did? So I used paint. And one of the things that I've seen at a couple of quilt shows, people are putting different things in here. So I'm going to go and embellish the collar with some bling. I'm going to add a little bling to the collar. This is going to be a centerpiece in one of my quilts. Like I'm going to add this to a quilt, and it may just be a small hanging quilt. But because I want to do a nod to India and the region where they started all this 3D puff and 3D embroidery, that's going to be the theme of the little quilt that I'm going to do to submit into somebody's show. So,
Okay.
but and again, it looks just as good on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And you can actually see the Taj Mahal back there. Pretty good.
Came out really
And
nice.
so that's the back. It did. I'm kind of proud of it. Like, I mean, to say that, I did yeah. I mean,
Came
I
out
like
really
it.
nice though, Miss Shon.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Again, thank you all for joining us. And, for those of you who don't know, like I have been sewing for, since I was in the 10th grade, I started actually sewing. Um, and then I remember when MC Hammer pants came out, I went over to my auntie's house, my great aunt. I went over her house in Bogalusa, Louisiana. Let me tell y'all what I did. I asked her for one of her old formal gowns that she wasn't wearing anymore. She gave me one. It was black, empire waist, all this. I took that and made me some MC Hammer pants. So that was my first outfit, was them MC Hammer pants, baggy. I turned her dress into an MC Hammer outfit. So we are here every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central, um, 7
7 p.m.
p.m.
Eastern. Yep.
Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And so we try to do an hour to an hour and a half. Sometimes it runs on two, depending on what we're doing. Cause like we've had some fun. We do some in the hoop projects. We do, like you said, we did patches. We talked about a lot of different stabilizers. Today we talked about a lot of different things that you can use to make different types of patches, because Christmas is coming, guys. I can't stress the fact, if you are
Mm-hmm.
selling and you want to sell, it is very important. Darica, I'm gonna have to ask my mom. She might have an old Polaroid of those pants, girl. I do know that I do have a picture when I made one of those long tail tuxedo coats. I made
Mm.
one of those too. I do have a picture of that somewhere, but it is truly a photo. So yes, like I was sewing up some clothes back then. And then I've evolved into embroidery. So like I absolutely love embroidery. I love to sew, which is why like now, like I don't think I ever made a real bag until like recently. Like we've been doing more bags. Like we did our little I did my little crawfish pack, which, you know what, Miss Linda, we haven't made our little strap for these. So we made the fanny packs.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I haven't did that either, ma'am. Guilty.
So we made fanny packs, no fanny part. I mean, we made the fanny part, no strap. So It actually could be a crossbody too, depending on how long we make our strap. But we made this one night on live as well. And this is a in the hoop project, 100% in the hoop.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I made 2 of them and still ain't did the strap for them yet. Look at your friend down here.
Hey, Nelly.
No, that's Bentley.
Oh, Bentley. Hey,
Wiggling
Bentley.
his tail. He better go see his mama. Go tell your mama to give you something. Okay. That was fun.
Yes, that was fun. So, yes, again, thank you all for joining us, hanging in there with us. We appreciate it. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them below. Again, I'll be trying to go live more often because I'm trying to grow the channel so that I'm trying to go to channel as part of my goals. Like I do goals. And you know what? So I do have to say this. Every year, Miss Linda, myself, and a few of our other friends, I don't see Chrissy here today, but we normally set goals at the end of the year. So in December, right before, is it before Christmas or right after Christmas? We have our books and we set our goals. And we've been doing them live. We actually have been doing them live and talking through goals for the year, setting goals for the business, all that kind of stuff. But in the links below, the book that we use is on Amazon, and it's actually my book. And I have several on Amazon, so all the links are in the description. So if you'd like to join us as we're doing goals, it's called Dream Big. A vision board book that you can take with you. I take mine everywhere. The goal of this book is to make sure that when you are accomplishing these goals, you check them off and you write something else in there. You keep going. So the whole point is write it down, make it plain, and keep going. Okay. So that's my little advertisement for today.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good night, Miss Latasha.
Good night, Miss Latasha. All right, guys. Thank you again for joining us. Please hit that thumbs up because it does help the channel. And we appreciate you all. Have a great week and go thread the needle. Bye, guys.
All right. Good night.
Sunday Funday here again. Crafting joy with all our friends.
Uh-oh, I did the wrong thing.
Sunday Funday here again. Crafting joy with all our friends. Thread and needle paint the scene. Laser lights a shimmering gleam. Shon and Linda craft away, sewing dreams in bright array. Girl savvy design we show. Creativity in full flow. Thank you for watching. Projects so delighting. Fun and embroidery. Sewing spree with glee. Every stitch a story told. Embroidery in colors bold. Laser crafts with careful hands, turning plans to art that stands. Linda's touch is soft and sweet. Crafting cousins can't be beat. Hand in hand our skills combine. Sunday Funday, time to shine. Thank you